Hey wild-hearted sensitive being. Welcome to this Jōshin Kokyū Hō energetic meditation from the Japanese system of Reiki. The International House of Reiki translates Jōshin Kokyū Hō as the principle of pure mind-heart working in perfect harmony with the universe. This is a 25-minute meditation with 5-minute bells. This meditation is recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri people here in so-called Melbourne or Naarm. I honour the Wurundjeri people, their elders and leaders past, present and emerging. I acknowledge their ancient connection with this land, their culture and creativity and resilience. I acknowledge the impacts of colonization in the past and continuing in the present day. Wherever we are in the world, let's work in the powerful process of truth-telling to acknowledge the history of the lands we're in and on, and our own place in the story of colonization. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to hit the little timer to start, so we can just get into it. Sorry, let me just open the app. Okay, great. Okay, so let's find our posture. Now, for this meditation, we want to be comfortable, but we want to be in a kind of active posture as much as possible. For some of us, our physicality might mean that we're in a wheelchair or we can't sit up, so be comfortable wherever you are, however it is for you. If you need to use cushions, use cushions. If you do need to lie down, I encourage you to use an active lying posture. Okay, and now if you're sitting up, you can sit in a chair, you can sit in a meditation cushion. I'm sure you've got that worked out. Okay, so in our place, in our posture, we're just going to find our posture, okay? So if we are sitting up, then what we're going to do is I'm just going to invite you to imagine that there's a string attached to the top of the head, to the crown, and that's pulling you up nice and straight. And just let that go now. Just letting it go and just finding a nice place in between a slouch and just being like way too tight. Okay, so just finding that kind of active posture. Okay, if you're on the ground lying down, don't get too comfortable, don't go to sleep. Okay. All right, so okay, in our posture, and now as well what we can do is just bring the chin towards the throat a little bit and just stretch out the back of the neck and just relax that. Just imagining, almost that the head is floating there on the body. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so let's take some nice deep breaths now. And we're just going to gather up any kind of tension we might be carrying as much as possible. We might have a lot. And we're going to just try and sigh that out. So we're going to give it a nice sigh. Or you can do horse lips. You can go like that. Okay, so just taking a nice deep breath, gathering up any emotional stuff and just sigh it out. Okay, let's do one more. So breathing in and gathering up any mental tension, just sigh it out. Sigh it all out. And just one more, just gathering up any physical tension if you can. Just sigh it out. And do as many of those as you'd like. Of course, it's your body. Okay. All right. Now, all right. So just noticing the body now. Just noticing the body as much as possible. Some of us might not have a developed sense of interoception. It can take time to develop that. It might be hard, but that's our feeling of a sense within our body. So just bringing it as best we can. Bring our attention to our body. So bring the awareness, our attention to the feet. Feeling the feet on the ground if they're on the ground. Feeling the weight of the feet, the toes, the soles of the feet. Feeling the legs, the buttocks, sit bones. Now as we go, just noticing any tension we might be carrying and just letting it go as much as possible. Just giving ourselves permission, giving our muscles permission just to relax. Letting go of the legs, noticing the hands and the fingers, and letting go of the hands and fingers, letting go of the forearms, upper arms and elbows, letting go of the shoulders, beautiful shoulders, and letting go of the neck and the muscles of the neck and throat, relaxing the neck, easing the muscles. And letting go of the scalp, letting go of the forehead, any tension in the forehead, letting go of the temples. If you hear my cats, that's because my cats are sitting right next to me now, being cute. Letting go of the temples and forehead, letting go of the cheeks, letting go of the eyes, letting go of the eyelids, letting go of the eyebrows, letting go of the cheeks, and any jaw tension as much as possible, letting go of the jaw, letting go of the tongue, letting the tongue just sit in the soft palate of the mouth in a nice neutral position. Now coming down into the back and letting go of the back, the muscles of the back, letting go of the muscles of the abdomen and chest as much as possible, noticing any discomfort anywhere. Okay. Now we're going to just notice the breath. Just noticing the breath. We don't have to do anything special with it, but just noticing the breath. Noticing the breath come in and noticing the breath go out. I hope you're still breathing. It's really good to breathe. And noticing where the breath is, and wherever it is fine. But is it in the abdomen? Is it in the lower diaphragm? Is it in the middle? Is it in the upper chest? Is it fast? Is it slow? Just noticing it, whatever it is fine. But what we want to do is try and bring the breath over the course of this meditation into the lower diaphragm, into our diaphragm. Like a baby might breathe, or a cat. And during this, it's good to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. If you can, just be comfortable. So breathing in through the nose, or noticing the breath coming in through the nose, coming in through the nose, and breathing out through the nose. And as much as possible, just letting the breath breathe. And the more that we practice, the easier that will become. Noticing the breath coming in and going out. Noticing the breath coming in through the nose and cooling the nose, the nostrils, going down into the lungs. Our amazing lungs. And we're going to imagine now, bring our attention to the Hara, the lower dantian or tanden. This is an important energy center in this energetic meditation. So imagine now, if you can, you might have trouble using your imagination. If you do, that's okay. You might have aphantasia. But just knowing that there is an energy center in your abdomen, in your gut. This is your gut center. You can imagine that it's like a light shining bright. In fact, now, I invite you to imagine that you're turning that light on to full brightness. You don't have to see it in your imagination, but if you do, that's great. Either way. Just turn that light on to full. That's great. Okay, awesome. I can feel that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, is imagine now that we're breathing in the energy of the universe that surrounds us, and it's coming in on the breath, breathing in that energy of the universe, and the energy is flowing down with the breath, and it's charging the Hara, this little ball of light. Imagine it like a little ball of light, the size of a golf ball, something like that. Charging it full of energy on the in-breath. That's good. Okay, now on the out-breath, imagine that you're breathing that energy out. You're breathing it out through the body in every direction. So breathing it in and charging the Hara like a battery. Then breathing it out, breathing that energy out through the body, through the cells and the organs, and out through the skin, back into the room. On each in-breath, breathing it in, and then on the out-breath, breathing it out through the body in every direction, expanding it out through the skin. Keep going with this, imagining that breathing in, the energy, breathing it out. as you focus on this, the mind is going to wander. And if it does wander, that's okay. It's quite natural. Happens to everyone, even the Dalai Lama. So notice that the mind is wandering. Just notice that you've noticed that it's wandering. And then just gently bring that awareness back to breathing into the Hara, to the lower dantian, and breathing that energy out into the universe, out into the room. As many times as it takes. Some days that will be easier, and some days that will be more difficult. And that's okay. As you're breathing in the energy and breathing it out through the body, I invite you now to start expanding that energy out. As you breathe out, breathing that energy out in every direction through the body and out through the skin, imagine that you're expanding that energy out even further. Like an ever-expanding sphere, expanding out into the room or outside if you're sitting outside. Expanding it out more and more to fill the room. Expanding it outside the room. Keep expanding it further and further until you're expanding that energy of awareness towards infinity, towards the ends of the universe, with you at the center. Each breath, breathing in and then expanding that energy out of the dantian into the universe. The mind is wandering. That's perfect. Just notice the wandering. Be aware of the thoughts and the feelings. If there's judgment about the feelings or thoughts, notice that. Notice yourself noticing all this. And just bring the awareness back to breathing in to the lower dantian and breathing that energy out into the universe. expanding out towards infinity, with you at the center. Noticing how the breath is breathing now. Noticing how the physicality might have changed through this practice already in just a short amount of time. Noticing if there's a lot of thoughts. Noticing if there's just a few or it's very still. Maybe wishing that I'd stop talking so you can just focus. But always coming back to breathing that energy in to the lower dantian and breathing that energy out through the body, through the cells, through all of the muscles, out through the skin and expanding out into the universe. Doing really well. Well done. Coming to the end of the practice now, or you can continue if you'd like, of course, for as long as you'd like. If you're practicing for more than an hour, you might need to take a break. Starting to notice the body now, starting to bring the awareness back. Bring the awareness into the feet and the legs and the arms, gently rousing, maybe giving the body a little move, moving the legs a little, like moving the fingers, taking a deep breath to refresh, although you should be feeling refreshed after all this breathing. However you feel now is okay. Because that's how you feel. Whatever's come up for you is whatever's come up for you. You might feel relaxed. You might feel energized. You might feel like it was difficult, like there was some uncomfortable feelings, but also maybe some warm feelings. it takes time and practice to cultivate a meditation skill, the skill of meditation. Each day, each time that we do it adds to our experience. And each time we do it is going to be a little different. There's going to be some different weather internally. There's going to be different circumstances happening in our lives. The most important thing is to be kind to ourselves and to cultivate the skill of kindness, which we may need to cultivate because we may have been taught some other ways of being in this world. So as we come to a close, I wish you well. I hope you enjoyed this meditation. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.